What's up, Cruise in Paradise? First Fair Flare in here, and today I'm welcoming you to the first ever team building episode on this channel. So, team building, if you don't know what it is, then how? Anyway, so basically what we're doing right now is we build a team of 6 Pokemon and then we battle people, yay! So, pretty standard thing. So, I am dying to use this Pokemon. You can see on the screen right now, Mega Gyarados. I have not done anything yet except for nature and moves and stuff you can see right there. Waterfall and Crunch, just basically damage, and I love Dragon Dancing Pokemon, so slap Dragon Dance on there. And for those Mega Venusaurs that I'm especially afraid of, and any other thing that has Thick Fat for some reason doesn't mind, we have Ice Fang. So it has Intimidate before Mega, so obviously there's Intimidate and not Mold Breaker. Mold Breaker comes in handy because if we go against a Mega Venusaur, then Ice Fang is pretty much going to blast this thing away. So on the right side you probably can't see, I have Showdown Calculator open. Actually no, you can see. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen so you can see. Anyway, let's get into it. So what Mega Gyarados want to do, I'm going to do nicknames off screen because if you've seen my Soul Server Randomizer Nuzlocke, if you haven't, go check it out, it's really fun. I'm really bad with nicknames, like I can't come up with nicknames, but I think I know something for Gyarados. Let's call him William. So I have a good friend of mine who's called William, not with an M, but with an N. Sounds really weird. And well, I used to Mega Gyarados against him a couple of times, and it completely wrecked his life without trying to sound cocky or anything. It's just make it happen. So what Mega Gyarados wants to do is, it's not the fastest, and I want to get Dragon Dances off. So my thought process with Gyarados is always get 2 Dragon Dances off, because then you one-hit KO pretty much every Pokemon in the game, and you're faster than pretty much every Pokemon in the game. Considering the right EVs and speed stat, which is why I have Showdown Calculator open right here, and we are going to look up Infernape. Infernape, you use Scarf, because Infernape is really scary for this thing, and so is any fighting type, but Infernape is the fastest fighting type with the Scarf, because it has 108 speed, and it's physical, and it can close combat me, and close combat is, no matter how much EVs I put into it, it's always a 1 KO. So as a jolly Scarf, I have my phone right here for calculating, so I'm going to use that. So calculating is really easy. If you have the choice Scarf, then you just slap 1.5 damage on it. So we have, if you can see, 3, 4, 6 speed and level 100, so multiply that by 1.5 is 519. So with 2 Dragon Dances up, Gyarados wants to be have a speed stat of 520. Just so outspeed by 1 point, but that is guaranteed, and then it's just fine. So what we can do with the 519, we go and add it to 520, and then divide by 1.5, and divide by 1.5. I have 231, so we are going to set the speed stat of Gyarados just enough to get to 231. Come on, let's do this. Yep, there it is. So 48 speed stat. When I'm going to do the breeding and EV training, I have to reconsider that, and it's going to take me a long while, so I'm accepting showdown battles right after this video only, so I'll see how it goes. So we can slap 252 in attack, just doesn't matter, and 208 in HP. Because then I'm just a little bit more bulkier, and we may live something like a Mach Punch, because let's see here in Showdown Calculator. If we go to Mega Gyarados, you offensive Dragon Dance, and just slap our stats in there, get out of here for EV, special in defense. Oh, it's too early in the morning for me to be recording. And slap 208 into HP. Then we have Infernape here over here, and we're just going to have Mach Punch instead of Stone Edge. And let's see, maybe someone wants to do, what's it called? What's an ability called? Wow, Iron Fist, alright. Iron Fist, there it is. So I have Iron Fist, so Mach Punch will only do about 40% max. So, there we go. Barring crit, of course. So we can lift that no problem, A-OK, and we are pretty much fine to set up, even on, now, we're not free to set up on an Infernape, but we're free to set up on most Pokemon because we can tank hits really good. Because if you also check out Diancie, Mega? Where's my Mega Diancie? There's my Mega Diancie. Oh, you're offensive, just like all out attacking. You see Diamond Storm only does that, and Moonblast does a crazy ton of damage, I know. But the thing is, we don't have to Mega Evolve in the face of a Diancie. Because even if we are flying, let's set it to flying. Because even then Diamond Storm won't kill. Just barely because of this HP investment there. And even if we have Intimidate, so let's set this to -1. To -1, then it's even less chance to KO, so... I think it's a really great set just to outspeed like common Scarfers like Infernape, just by 1 point, and then slap the rest of the things just in HP and all that stuff. Because I just feel like that's something really great. But we have a couple of weaknesses, so William Gyarados is weak to Electric, Grass, Fighting, and Fairy, right? Nothing more. I think it's just those. No, Bug. Bug as well, so... Really great typing against this would be a fire type. A fire type compared with a water type is really great. Like, we can't probably get rid of the electric weakness unless we use like stuff like Camera Up or something, but who's using Camera Up in this tier? I feel really confident, that's why I'm playing OU right now. So we need a fire type. So let's go down. We could always go Heatran, but I'm not too fond of using Heatran. I don't know how to use them. So I'm kind of like taking my distance on Heatran, although it's a really great Pokemon. I mean, look at that special attack stat. I think it's a good time to learn how to use Heatran. I want to use an offensive Heatran. Do I want to use an offensive Heatran? Yeah, I want to use an offensive Heatran, so let's go with Scarf. Because I'm feeling fancy. Flash Fire is always good. I don't have the hidden ability Heatran, and Flash Fire is always better. You resist Bug times 4, you resist Fairy by a great amount. You don't resist Fighting. Which makes me think we go Chandelure. What's up, Chandelure? Then we slap the Choice Scarf onto you. Flash Fire, now we go for Infiltrator. Because we don't get rid of the fire, but we aren't fire weak at all, so... With Gyarados and Chandelure both resisted, so... And I'm really afraid of certain subbers. Well, Infiltrator just sounds like a good thing, so let's go Flamethrower because I don't want to miss Fire Blast. And really with that special attack set here and Modest, we are going to kill something when that thing comes in. So Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, now here is the thing. Here's the thing, what else are we going to give this thing? So, I'm going to build, like my way of team building is always build like an offensive core of 3 or 4 Pokemon, and then have 2 really great defenses that support a team. So I'm going to build the offensive core right now and just do defenses later, so please don't scream at me in the comment section. I'm just thinking right now, do we need something else for this? We could always go Hidden Power Ice or something. What does Haste do? Unlimited stat changes, that's actually really great, but then Choice Scar is really useless. Trick. Trick is always nice to have. Just because if we go face to face with like a really offensive wall, we can just click Trick and just cripple this thing for life. So Trick is always a good move. We don't really have something for fighting types, so let's dig deeper. We could go for Solar Beam and just be... No, but we aren't going to do that. We are weak to grounds now. We are really weak to ground types now, so I think we're going to give it Energy Ball. Because Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and Energy Ball have really great coverage. I feel like. So I think we go Energy Ball. Special Scarf. I think that should be fine. I mean, it's a suggested spread, but what else are we going to give this thing? This thing doesn't really need to take any hits. Except maybe for Stealth Rock and a couple of spikes, but then HP doesn't matter anyway. And I'm not letting Chandelure take a hit because look at this defense. It's going to get killed instantly with anything, so... Well, not with anything, it can live a couple of hits, but... that's so great, I'd say. So we are now... What are we weak to now? We are still somewhat weak to... electric type, so we probably should go with a ground type now. We have 2 resistances to fire, so what sounds really great here, but we already have a Scarfer, so might take something slower than that. So I'm thinking about a steel type right now. A steel or ground type. No, not a steel type, ground type. an actual ground type, so I'm feeling something offensive, but nothing we have to scarf. And on that note, I am really desperate to be using the special Garchomp that everyone's running around with, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Garchomp Rough Skin shenanigans, so Rocky Helmet. It is semi-offensive, but it can set up Stealth Rocks really well because there's absolutely nothing in this world that can go ahead and hit KO this thing, barring like Specs Ice Beam or something. Let's give it a Rough Skin. And it's just really great because not many things stay in on a Garchomp. We could also go for a Lottie, actually. We could go for a Lottie. But then we saw Ghost Week again. Ghost and Dark Week. Well, barring William can both resist that thing, but I'm not trying to have the resistances in my offensive core, at least not completely. So I think this should be fine. Let's give it Dragon Claw and Earthquake, of course. Earthquake, Stealth Rock. The Stealth Rock has to go on this thing because otherwise it wouldn't be this Garchomp, you know what I mean. Now what else we can give it? I feel like Bandit Talonflame wrecks our team at this point, but we can live like one hit from anything, basically. So I feel like giving it Rock Slide. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We make what's a good spread? Let me look it up. Defensive Garchomp. Yeah, I'm using Internet Explorer because Firefox doesn't work for me for some reason, and still have to download Chrome, but Internet Explorer won't let me download Chrome. It's just fun. Well, Tank Chop, Stealth Rock, oh, Fire Blast. Now we have already Chandelure, so we don't need that. 240. 240 in HP, 176 in defense, 176 defense, and 92 speed. So it says Fire Blast here, and I don't want to go Toxic because then we just like don't have really good walls anymore. I think we go Rock Slide. It's pretty standard, but let's just go Rock Slide. Then we get rid of some speed, I feel like, because now what's the speed actually good for? Let's see. I'm looking for the speed thing. Like it says here, 16 speed gives Garchomp the special defense needed to survive powerful hits from Pokemon such as Mega Gyarados, Y, Gengar, Killian, blah blah blah. So I think I'm going to use this set instead of that. I'm giving it 16 speed. Because if this thing is bulky, then we don't need a lot of speed. Phone, shut up. And 76 special defense. So I think that's a good set. I think that's a proper set to run on this Garchomp if we're going to use this. If we're going to use it as like our Stealth Rock center. Whew, alright. We are definitely not weak to ice. We have two Pokemon where we can switch into pretty safely at this point. Well, of course when we're Mega Evolved. So we are not weak to fighting at all because Garchomp again resists fighting. No, not fighting, fire. We have a fighting immunity and something that completely wrecks fighting types because of, you know, Rocky Helmet and all that fun stuff. We are still somewhat ground weak. We are not electric weak at all. We are not ice weak. I already said that. We are not grass weak. So we need something to resist ground, which means a flying type would be great here, but we already have a flying type in Gyarados before it Mega Evolves, so camera, would you focus please? Oh well. Enjoy me being blurry. So, what we are weak to still is like a really great flying type still wrecks us. We need a flying resist. And we need a good electric, no, not electric resist. What was I talking about right just now? I don't know. But I think we have resistances for pretty much everything. So I think we can go for pretty much anything at this point. Electric Grasp resists. No, I don't think we have like really crazy weaknesses right now. So I think we can go for the defensive core. Oh, my camera focused again. Thank you, camera. We are not fire weak at all, which means we can probably go Amoonguss. Amoonguss is a really ugly Pokemon. It's really ugly. Actually, I want to go Breloom for my last Pokemon, but then we have like so much physical attackers. I want to have a special attacker at my last Pokemon. Which means I want to use Keldeo. But then we have 2 water types again, which is not great. That is not great to have 2 water type Pokemon on one team and only 1 electric resist. Well, you can have more electric resist than that, but... is there anything else? Let's see. Let's take down. We have Yu here. Oh, Garvantula would be nice. Garvantula would be really nice to get the sticky web up. Because we, in like kind of weird situations, we only have to get 1 Dragon Dance up to outspeed everything. I think that's a great deal. Let's give Focus Sash, of course. Now we can stay with Compound Ice, so Sticky Web. Sticky Web, please. Oh my god, thank you. Sticky Web. There we go. Bug Buzz. Thunder. Our last thing is either Volt Switch or Energy Ball, but we have Energy Ball already on Chandelure. Volt Switch. Let's go Volt Switch. Volt Switch. Volt Switch, my friends. That sounds good to me. So we have another special attacker. We don't have to go for Sticky Web at all. Remember that. We can just Bug Buzz, Thunder, Volt Switch, and just basically regular Ice, because look at the special attack set. It's not too great, but it's actually pretty decent. And yeah, it actually is pretty decent. We could go with Hidden Power Ice, I think. But then we have no Volt Switch, and apropos Volt Switch, we need something to U-turn. So we need a defensive thing, a defensive Pokemon that has access to U-turn or a Volt Switch. Or Baton Pass. Which made me think of an evolution. So I think a really, really nice evolution is looking at this team Sylveon. Because we have crazy steel resists right now. And actually pretty good poison resists too. Like I think Garchomp resists poison and Chandelure resists poison. And we can actually have a second defensive wall just to deal with poison. So let's give you a Leftovers. Leftovers Pixelate Hyper Voice. We just make you a semi-cleric. Let's go Baton Pass. Baton Pass. Toxic. Do we want to go Heal Bell? Do we want to have Toxic on this thing? I don't think so. Do we want to? Like our last Pokemon has to be able to Rapid Spin. At least it should be able to Rapid Spin. Or Defog. One of the two. Let's think. Do we want to go Cleric and have Heal Bell, which possibly another Pokemon can learn? Or just that? I'll probably make it physical defensive anyway, I think. No, we make it special defensive. Special defensive. We don't need Baton Pass. Do we need Baton Pass? I don't think so. That's actually pretty nice. It's actually really nice to take a hit and then switch it out. So let's go Baton Pass. Because I had a couple of times with my Lopunny team that when I didn't have Baton Pass, I had to switch out, take a hit, and then wish up, and the potential that I was dying right in that turn was really high. So Baton Pass is probably all around safer. If we are semi-low, we can just switch out into another Pokemon with Baton Pass and just get this thing healed up and do all that fun stuff. So anything else that we want to go for is definitely Wish for this set. So the last the last move is either Heal Bell or Toxic. And I feel like we should go for Heal Bell. I really feel like we should go for Heal Bell. And go for Special Defense. Like all out Special Defense, that's all we want. And then we need something for Physical Defense, which can Toxic, Burn, anything. So common weaknesses we see right now on this team is, right off the bat I don't actually think I see any. Barring ground, of course. So we probably would like to see something that can fly or levitate. And it's not weak to... not weak to what? I don't want it to be weak to ice, but on the other hand I don't actually mind if it is weak to ice, because we have when William Mega evolves we have an additional ice resistance. This is an ice resistance that is 4 times weak to ice, which is why I don't like another ice weakness. So I was thinking Hydreigon or one of the Lotties, but they are both pretty ice weak. So what we probably can go for that is off the ground, or at least resist ground, is a grass type. So grass types are weak to poison. We have poison resistance up the ass. Sorry. I'm sorry for that language. It has ice weakness, but we can counteract it with... Actually, is there a water grass Pokemon apart from Ludicolo? I don't think so, which means that's off as well. Let's actually dig quite deep down. We could always go for Umbreon, but then we don't have really good fighting weakness. What can we go for? What can we actually go for? Let me restart that music that is playing in the background right now. Oh, the thing, yeah, it's still recording. Okay, I was just checking my voice record if it's still recording because it has a tendency to just stop mid-air for some odd reason. So something that is off the ground. I was just thinking we could go for Mandibuzz. No, we can go for Mandibuzz. But what a flying. Now we have already Gyarados, and there is Swanna, and not much more. Pelipper. Wow. Something else that resists ice. Flying ice would be something, but then we are crazy Stealth Rock weak. Something that levitates. I feel like Bronzong. Levitating Psychic type. Probably need a Psychic type anyway. Why we need Defog or Rapid Spin? I think we go Mandibuzz. Because we are not really ice weak. Not many people actually use really offensive ice type Pokemon. I'm missing an N. No wonder that it didn't react. Let's give you another leftovers. Because why not? Big packs. No, we don't want to have big packs. We want to have... actually, what do we want to have? Prevents other Pokemon from lowering this Pokemon's defensive stat stage. Actually, that's not too bad. Like, because then we don't get wrecked by Crunch or anything like that. And our defense can't be lowered, and this is a defensive Pokemon. I don't know how many moves there are to lower defenses, but I feel like there are quite a lot. So now we can give it a Rocky Helmet. No, we already have Rocky Helmet and Garchomp. Do we want to have Garchomp right now? Because there are more Pokemon that can set up Stealth Rock other than Garchomp. I would get rid of this crazy ice weakness, but then we would add another weakness. And we're actually quite fairy weak, I just realized. No, we're not. We have Chandelure and Sylveon. I think we're fine. We really want to go Mandibuzz. Like, something in my mind just says no to Mandibuzz for some reason, and I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it makes sense for some reason that we don't go for Mandibuzz. But why? And what else can we go with? Let's see. Is there anything else on Mandibuzz? Let's see. Up here in the OU tier, is there something that can replace Mandibuzz really well? Obviously a grass type would be great that resists ice, but there's only Ludicolo. And even then Freeze Dry completely destroys us. I could go for Togekiss. Nah, we already have a fairy type, now we're poison weak again. Something that is off the ground. Something that is off the ground. Levitate. Let's go look for levitating Pokemon. Levitate. Of course, the Gangaline, Flygon, Claydol. So can we have something that levitates that is... Ooh! Yuxi! It can set up Stealth Rock. Which means we can go for something else here. We can go for a Lottie. Let's go Latios. Latios Life Orb. Life Orb has Levitate, it has Defog, Roost, Psyshock. Did I type that right? Yes. Psyshock, Draco. Draco Meteor, and just the usual set. So we can go for Yuxi now, which has Stealth Rock. And then we also have Rocky Helmet free. I don't want to use Yuxi in this tier, that is crazy. Do you get Cosmic Power? Oh, if you got Toxic Room. If we go for Yuxi, we may as well go for Mew. The 130 defenses are really great, but Mew, we can do the same. A little less defensive, more HP, which I think we're going to rock Mew. Let's go Mew. Go Rocky Helmet. Do you want to go for Rocky Helmet? Oh, why not? Go for Rocky Helmet, Synchronize, of course, Stealth Rock. So this Pokemon can also Toxic. We have Roost. I completely butchered that. Roost, there we go. Roost, Toxic, and what else? Probably we don't need a Psychic type move. We are really weak to knockoff right now. But we don't have to stay in on anything with a knockoff, so. And I feel like knockoff isn't that common. But we can get rid of Chandelure. Right now, we can get rid of Chandelure and go for another fighting type move. Fire type Pokemon. Let's go, fire. I want to use Flareon just for the shits and giggles. Because it's my channel mascot, but Flareon ain't that great. Let me tell you. Flareon isn't that great. We could go for Volcarona. We could really go for Volcarona. I want to go for Volcarona. I think we go for Volcarona. Go for Volcarona. What do we give a Volcarona? I have no idea what we give a Volcarona, so let's not do that. Actually, no, let's do it. We're really rock weak now. But so is anything. I'm going to quickly restart my camera because it stops recording in a second, so see you guys soon. And we are back. So, my bad for my camera. We have 5 more minutes. My camera is just, and my webcam is really bad, so might as well just use the camera and hope that we get stuff done in under half an hour. Which we didn't right now, but which is fine. If we want to go Volcarona, let's see. Do we have any other fire? RC is fire. No, one of the fire type Pokemon. I really want to use Flareon. I really want to use Flareon, even if it doesn't do anything for us. I want to use him. It's PU though. Actually, we can. We go Infernape. We need a fighting type move. We desperately need a fighting type move. Of course. Scarf. Common Scarf for Iron Fist. Close combat. Close combat. Not Fire Punch. Don't use Flare Blitz. Mach Punch. Just for why not. Do you get U-turn? There we go. You have U-turn. Have U-turn, Battle Pass, Full Switch. Great. Alright, do you have an AB spread? No, you don't. Now you have. Alright then. Stealth Rock, Roost, Toxic. What else? What else? Explosion? Gas Elf? No, I'm staying with Mew right now. We go for... What do we go for? What's a good Mew set? Let's see. Let's type in Mew. Mew, Stallbraid, Taunt. Oh yeah, Taunt! Tail Glow. You can get Tail Glow, but we aren't going for Tail Glow. Will-O-Wisp sounds good too. Psycho, we are pretty weak to Taunt on this one. But Mew isn't that slow, and there aren't any Pokemon that use Taunt that are actually faster than Mew. And I want to stay in on Mew. So we can go for Taunts. It gets Defog too. Don't necessarily need Latios. Alright. Let's dig deeper here. Let's dig a bit deeper. No, let's go up again. Let's go knockoff. We don't have a stab right now, but that doesn't matter, really. Especially defensive. No, we want to go physically defensive. Let's go minus here, plus here. What's that nature? Oh, it's Impish. For special defense. Or 4 attack. No, we don't want to do damage with knockoff, we want to tank it. That should be fine. That looks great. So William, Latios, you can be oh no, Falco. No, Falco, I don't have a name for you right now. You are going to be female and shiny. And we are going to name you Medley. Medley, Mew, you are I don't have a name for you right now. Infernape, I don't know. Alright, so for Galvantula, Mew, and Infernape I still have to find nicknames, but that's it for the team builder. I feel like we have a really good team right now. We are actually we are not ground weak at all anymore because we have 2 levitators. We are somewhat dark weak. We have to keep that in mind. Before Gyarados Mega Evolves, we are somewhat dark weak. At least knockoff weak. We have a couple of ghost type weaknesses in Mew and Falco, but we also have crazy special defense up here and a ghost resist as well as a dark resist for both of them. We have to watch out for bugs though. So bugs is the only issue. If we go face to face with a Mega Pinsir, we have to be really careful. What do we have against? Now we should be fine against Bishop 2 because we have Infernape with Mach Punch. And Infernape is guaranteed outspeeding it with Mach Punch, so we don't get wrecked for life. So we might lose like a Pokemon, but then we can switch in Infernape and just Mach Punch anything. So I think we're fine there. We have Stealth Rock, we have this thing, we have Defog, which means we get rid of our own things, but which is fine. We can set up those things again if we actually need them at all. So I think this is a really good team. I'm going to take this in, I think, 3 or 4 battles, depending on how well it works and how confident I feel with it and how much fun it is actually to play this team. So I need to stop saying so. I say so. I say so a lot. I'm very sorry. Anyway, that's it for the team builder. It's been me, FrostFireFlare. If you are new to the channel and you have enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like even if you are not new to the channel, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave me a comment. Just if you feel like there's something missing on this team or some suggestion you want to have of a specific EV spread, leave it down in the comments below. I will see them and I can actually do something about this team. And what I will do as well is, after this team is used, I'll post a paste bin in the next team builder for this team, so you can use it if you want to. So it's been me, FrostFireFlare, and I'll see you all guys next time. Bye!